Long gone are the days that we date within a tiny box that society has made for us. We no longer move the way we are told to, we move the way we want to. Women are no longer dating the guy their parents told them to. And men are no longer dating the girl next door because she's pretty but has no personality. So are you looking for answers as to why some younger women find older men irresistible? Are you an older man who wants to make sure he's doing everything he can to appear irresistible to younger women? Well, we have you covered on all fronts. Older men possess qualities that some younger women find attractive, such as maturity, stability, and experience. But we'll get into that in more detail for you. Make sure you like and subscribe. The father. Women who are drawn to older men may have trouble with their attachment to fatherly figures, according to psychologists. Your father may have neglected to love and care for you when you were a child, or he may have been physically absent. You might have had a special bond with your father, and therefore the woman wants a partner who has a similar quality. The late psychologist Sigmund Freud was the one who first brought attention to the phenomenon of daddy issues when he discussed the idea of the father complex. Now, according to Freud, women who look for older men are frequently attracted to the same traits they seek in a father figure, such as dependability and stability. So, this phenomenon may also explain why some women seek out partners who have similar characteristics to their fathers, even if those traits are ones they did not approve of whilst growing up. Game over. Older men do not engage in the sport of mind games and pitting women against themselves. Older men are more honest about their expectations and are more aware of what they want from a relationship. Younger women who are looking for a relationship want this. The exact opposite of what a woman wants is for you to be mature enough to say what you want without making someone feel like they must pass a mental test in order to communicate with you. And older men are more likely to be honest if they decide not to pursue the relationship. And even though the truth can be painful, women still value honesty more than being deceived and led along. Having a mature partner who is honest and transparent is the best way to avoid being hurt in a relationship. Communication. Because they have far better communication skills than men their own age, young women often favour the older man. Any successful relationship must have open communication, but for some reason, young men find it very challenging to talk to their partners about anything other than football, video games, and food. Older men have a good habit of telling their partner even the smallest details, which is exactly what women want. Men tend to underestimate the impact of a simple text message that reads, "Hey, I'm busy working today, but I'll check in when I can." If you let us know about even the smallest details, it leaves us little to no room to overthink what you might be feeling, thinking, or doing. While men may feel they're already doing enough in their relationships, the smallest and seemingly inconsequential acts of kindness or communication can mean the world to their partners. Taking the time to share even the smallest details of their day-to-day activities is one way that men can show their partners that they care and make them feel special. Silver fox. Some guys are just plain seductive. Now think about the famous celebrities that are always on the red carpet. People like Denzel Washington, George Clooney, or Brad Pitt. As they get older, they become more seductive and irresistible, making them impossible to resist. Now, a rare human breed of fox known as the silver fox is thought to be intelligent, athletic, and attractive in addition to having silver hair, which is a metaphor for them being older. Most of them don't actually have grey hair. Similar to this, older men who exhibit these traits are frequently referred to as silver foxes. Younger women may seek out older partners because they subconsciously believe that aged wine is a fine taste to have because we have been socially programmed to admire those who age like fine wine. Older men who have aged gracefully and still exude a youthful charm are referred to as silver foxes. This concept of the silver fox has become increasingly popular in recent years as more and more women begin to recognize the worth of older men and what they can bring to the table. It's an acquired taste that only older men can fill. Tattoos. Although you can get a tattoo as soon as you turn 18, the older you are, the more time you have to add to your collection. Now, tattoos are not for everyone, but we've noticed that many women think tattooed men look sexier and more mature, similar to how they feel about men with facial hair. They enjoy a good bad guy, and tattoos only serve to reinforce that image. As tattoos have become increasingly accepted in society, the perception of them has shifted. They are now a sexy symbol, and for a lot of younger women, it's even sexier to see them on older men. They tell stories about points in their lives, and women love that. They find it so interesting. Work experience. The fact that older men frequently have more life experience, are more mature, and have a clear understanding of what they want are additional reasons why a younger woman might prefer dating an older man. When it comes to the type of relationships that women prefer, older men who have had more experience in life are usually the best candidates. If you are curious, ask someone who has been around for a while if they know how to recognize when someone is more mature than they are. Older men have likely experienced the highs and lows of the working world. They have erred and come back from them. It could also mean experience in the bedroom. Older men have learned what their partners like and left behind those fake theories from the internet. Older men are more wiser and more knowledgeable of what matters in relationships. They understand that relationships are based on mutual understanding and trust. They have been through relationships that have taught them what it takes to make a partnership last, which means they know how to compromise and communicate better than their younger counterparts. Authority. Older men are often associated with power among women. Whether it's picking a restaurant or reserving a vacation, they know when to take the lead and do it without being intrusive. Women prefer to date men who are similar to their fathers, and this is a universal truth. Someone who, even if subtly, reminds them of their fathers and gives them the assurance that they are in a safe environment. Just the unspoken promise that they will be there for her in difficult times can melt a woman's heart for them. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that women adore men who exhibit the same degree of decisiveness and protectiveness as their fathers. Finances. Due to their desire for financial security, some younger women favour the older guy. After going through the ringer a few times, you learn how to save money and invest it in things that will benefit you in the future. For women, owning a home or having savings can provide a sense of security that, should they decide to start a family together, they will have the means to provide for their needs. Older men frequently assume the provider role, but they actually prefer it, and recognise this as a social norm. Now, younger men dislike this stereotype and do not have any immediate plans to get married. As such, the concept of male provisioning has changed over the years and is no longer viewed as a necessity for many young couples. Maturity. Generally speaking, girls mature earlier than boys, and it's been said that a man's brain doesn't fully develop until he's 45 years old. As a result, while men struggle with their wild phase and feel unsure about making important decisions about their lives, women are about to settle down in their lives. Because men may not be as mature as women when it comes to commitments, this maturity gap frequently causes issues, as you've guessed, in relationships between the man and the female. This may therefore explain why older men are more alluring to women, because they are no longer confused and are able to commit to long-term relationships. In order to avoid the awkwardness and immaturity of younger men, younger women will look for a life partner in an older man. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that younger women will go for older men because they want a partner, not a babysitting job. The dad bod. After a certain age, you start to appreciate your body for the temple that it is and stop being so concerned with how big your muscles are and how many abs you can see. The dad bod that older men have adopted relieves a lot of pressure from women to look a certain way too. You wouldn't be as concerned about what size jeans your woman can wear if you weren't worried about how many abs you have, right? Now, this is beneficial for both men and women because men are no longer under pressure to have the perfect physique, and women don't have to worry about meeting unrealistic beauty standards. The amount of pressure younger women are under to keep up with the Kardashians and Instagram is immense. So an older man alleviates that pressure by also not caring about beauty standards. Beard. While it's not always true, it's a running joke that younger men can't grow facial hair, but older men can definitely do so much better. You guys have had some time to perfect your beard maintenance and grooming, and let me tell you, women do adore a man with a beard. A man's appearance can be improved by having 45% more facial hair, making him look more grizzled and mature. Studies have shown that having a well-groomed beard can make men look as much as 8 years older, giving them an edge in the job market or with potential partners. Younger women love facial hair on a guy and on an older man. It's like the icing on the cake. They are older but can look a bit younger, but they look sexy overall.